I'm not muted, am
Shut
I?
the fuck up. Hello,
Oh,
everyone, and welcome back to Even If Tempest. I am joined by Evan, and today we
yeah.
will be continuing on from where we left off.
Yeah.
I
Right.
totally wasn't muted the first. We had technical issues the first time around, and then I was muted the second time around.
Yeah. Just like how I remember it, if not better.
My lady. Maya, thank goodness you're safe. That is my line. Nothing has happened to you?
No, that's my line. Thank goodness you're safe.
No, that membrum or whatever you call it hasn't shown up yet. The sky was dyed black when the sun was still high in the sky. A few hours later, the church issued an emergency declaration. Their statement? That the Witch of the Ruin has appeared for the first time in 50 years. That someone was going to die tonight. To lock ourselves away
Yay!
inside and not permit anyone to enter.
Wah wah.
I don't... I doubt a simple lock will do much good, but... well, peace of mind is better than nothing.
Man, no one ever calls me a simple lock.
Do you want to be called simple? Is that what you'd like?
I'll get back to you on that.
Sounds
The
good.
offer's tempting.
They said a person whose heart has been eaten away by the witch will kill someone tonight. But do you truly think it will happen?
No.
This feels like any other morning to me. The morning light streaming through the window is clear and pure, despite even the sun itself having been dyed black yesterday. If only we could have explained this away as an odd weather phenomenon. I should just be thankful that I'm still safe. We're both here, our faculties intact. We haven't been killed. We also don't have a caller marking us as a suspect. Looks like we can survive as simple outsiders this time. This time? Surely this won't happen multiple times. It's about time for me to leave. I need to get ready. You have to work even in these conditions? Of course. Today's my first day as a true knight. I can't be late. Avoid going outside. I'll also go shopping if you need something. I could never let you do that, my lady. Please, do be careful.
Surprise! Maybe these are your lies. Now decide. That's another lie.
Truly.
Oh, so, what? Huh? Sorry, I got distracted.
Even the wings, usually focused on rigorous training, can't find the motivation to pick up their swords this morning.
Would a simple person get distracted so easily?
Yes. Everyone
Are
is
you
caught
simple?
in conversation. Not really. By the looks of it,
But you
we
get
don't...
distracted easily.
Shut the fuck up. By the looks of it, we don't have any
Am I distracting
casualties or
you?
suspects in the wings.
There are just far too many things to discuss. Grand Commander Kyle suddenly retired, leading to the birth of Grand Commander Krius, but he's already been alive for 26 years. How was he born again? The legendary witch that shook the continent 50 years ago is back. That's like 24 years more than Commander Krius has been alive. Isn't that weird?
Oh, apparently the Inquisitors are looking for the victim. And the suspects right now. Not that they've found any of them yet. Oh, I have small eyebrows.
Truly.
I wonder why Grand Commander Kyle stepped down. I did notice he hadn't been around lately.
It's all so intriguing. There's one thing we must do first. Evan, congratulations on your promotion.
Oh,
Oh, congrats. Congratulations.
thanks, guys. Oh, fucking bitch.
Evan, I'm so glad I knew I can make it.
Try again.
But you got to try again. Evan! No. Evan, I'm so glad. I knew you could make it.
Uh-huh.
Only get tougher from here. I hope you're ready.
All at once, disparate groups come together to give me their congratulatory wishes. I'm so happy they're smiling like this for me. It's just as Grand Commander Kriya said. These people are my friends.
I'm going to be smiling in a little bit.
We don't talk about
This is
that.
called foreshadowing.
Even knowing I'm from a noble Marquess family doesn't change their attitudes towards me. I'm sorry I kept it a secret that I'm from the Liness, the Linzell family. Certain circumstances prevented me from being open about it. From now on, as Evan Linzell,
Oh, by Linzell, you mean the family the renowned beauty Princess Evelina married into, right? So she's your mom? Oh wait, you aren't related by blood, huh?
I heard her daughter, Lady Ola, is also beautiful. Is that true?
Oh, Marquez, eh? You don't have any cute noblewoman friends, do you? Mind introducing me to them?
very much so.
Hey, no fair. Help me out, dude. Oh, wow. They said all that.
I was honestly disappointed. I thought they wouldn't treat me any differently.
Don't worry. Say, do you know any noblewomen?
God.
Oh, I'm sure they were just getting carried away. Give them time and they'll get bored of it. Now, let's start this meeting. You ready?
Yes, sir. Pigeons!
Pigeon.
I joined the Wings 8 years ago. This isn't my first time seeing a Garuda, but this is the first time I've been so close to one.
Hey,
She's
Elle.
huge.
You know how I said I would be smiling lately?
Yeah, I know. I can hear it in your fucking voice.
I'm smiling right now.
I know. I know.
It's
Sadly.
best girl.
I can agree with you there, at least. She's huge and so incredibly beautiful. Not much light enters in from the ceiling, yet her feathers sparkle even brighter than that chandelier of distant memories, and with a much softer glow. Garuda, the divine bird once said to have flown the goddess Norna across the skies. I've never felt the divine so acutely as I do today. What is her name?
Huma.
Huma. Yeah,
You do art, right?
I do art, yes.
Do you take commissions?
How much are you gonna pay me?
Dude. I can,
Hmm?
I can pay you an exposure.
What do you want me to draw, and how much are you willing to pay for it?
Well, first off, it's very topical character I want you to draw. You draw birds?
I've drawn wings.
You do NSFW art?
Do I do what?
NSFW art.
Oh my god.
Hear me out, please.
How much?
Oh, well. We can negotiate after the stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this. Huma, what an interesting sound her name has. And even it feels beautiful somehow. And now, she's my Garuda.
She's 25 years old. She's on the young side considering how long they can live.
Did she glow just now?
No, I don't think so. What the fuck?
Huma doesn't appear any different either. The difference in lighting must have played a trick on my eyes. I'd like to see her a bit closer.
Evan. No. Evan!
Wait, they don't love you like it just reminds me of that.
Wait!
They don't love you like I love you. I take a single step forward, but Grand Commander Krios hurriedly pulls me back. Huma spreads her wings wide, and the resulting wind nearly knocks me off my feet. She looks down at me with something resembling caution.
I finished that sentence with something else in my head. She looks down at me. Fill in the blank.
Cries, screams, sobs.
Do you think that there's something you could just walk up toward? Garuda's talons can easily slice through human flesh.
Yes, sir.
Be careful when you're taking care of them. They only let the people they trust touch them. As has been standard, the cadets will acquire their food while the knight assigned to each Garuda will feed them. I had someone else feeding Kuma since Grandmaster Kyle left, but now that's your job.
Yes, sir.
Garudas can generally live with just water, but you have 1 week. Have her accept food from your hand within a week.
Understood. And if I can't?
In my eyes, a knight of the wings needs 3 things. The first is a sword. A knight must always hone their blade to protect their Garuda. The second, well, I'll tell you someday. What I need from you right now is the Garuda's trust. Skill with weaponry is all you need in other orders, but not in the wings. If your Garuda refuses to accept you, then you can't carry out your duties. You can't earn her trust. Then I'll introduce you to another order. Backshot. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're very much not.
What makes you think that?
I wonder.
No, no, go into
Welcome home, my
excruciating
lady.
detail. Oh.
Thank you. What is all this luggage about? I bought some things I need for my duties on the way home. More importantly, did anything odd happen while I was out? Not at all, though the witch incident was reported in the newspaper. The headline reads as followed. Was the black sky a witch's scheme? Or was it something else? Something else? What else could it be but a witch? As it turns out, a victim has yet to be found. What? Not a single person was killed in the kingdom last night. Suspects have apparently not appeared either. People have started to speculate that the darkening sky was the result of a weather phenomenon, but the church asks that we remain on high alert. Nothing may have happened last night, but there is no guarantee tonight will remain just as safe. I see. Now what do I do? You needn't worry, my lady. I shall protect you even if it means my life is forfeit. Sure. But you don't like birds, right? Birds? Well, yes, I suppose. Those bulging blue eyes and outrageously misshapen legs. It may be more correct to say I find them revolting. But how does this relate to witches? I'm planning to stay overnight in the Garuda aviary tomorrow. Excuse me? I went and bought a sleeping bag and clothes. I don't mind getting dirty to prepare. I'll be gone for at most a week. You'll be sleeping in an animal shed? Did that sham of a knight order you to do this with his painted-on smile? Painted on... Who are you talking about? I also wasn't ordered to do this. I'm doing it of my own volition. I was told to earn Huma's trust, but my training means I can only spend so much time with her, so I want to spend my nights at her side. Who or what is this Huma? My Garuda. She's beautiful with sky blue wings. Can't you just feel the elegance from her name? I suppose? Oh, it's a bit like your name. Huma and Maya. 4 letters and each have a ma in it. I am not so sure they're similar. No, but I think that explains why I felt her name was so special. I thought her name was beautiful the moment I heard it. But Garudas are cautious creatures. I hope I can become as close with Huma as I am with you. What do you think, Maya? Of course you can do it, my lady. Really? It fills me with confidence to hear you say that. I'll be away from home starting tomorrow, but you needn't worry. Yes, my lady. No victim appears the following day, nor are any suspects found.
Oh man.
I know, right? We want that murder to happen. Murder makes everything more exciting. The number of people under the belief the darkening sky was a weather phenomenon increases by the day, and life soon returns to normal for many.
Oh, I guess even the church can make mistakes. Oh, geez, they shouldn't scare us like that.
Now, all's well that ends well, right? That turned out to be nothing is the best possible outcome.
But the Inquisitors are still in high alert. Gets suspected of being a witch now, and it's off to the gaol with you, so be careful.
I've been wondering about this for a while now.
That's dangerous for a woman.
Truly. But the Inquisitors have caught witches countless times before, right? Is this country so infested with witches?
Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Oh, sometimes you say the most childish things.
I'm sure you don't mean anything by it, but...
Now, her sights are set entirely on her training, and she only ever travels between the Order's base and her home. It's not that surprising that she would be lacking in knowledge about the ways of the world.
Fuck you, I'm more knowledgeable than you are.
So, look, in a regular incident, someone commits a crime, and the constabulary gathers evidence and testimonies to prosecute the suspect. But for witches, being a witch in of itself is a crime. Witches will be prosecuted even if they haven't committed any crime, as long as they have an informant's testimony.
I just realized we forgot to do the recap.
Oh no! Okay, quickly.
Quick recap.
We win the war games. We're a knight now. If that wasn't already obvious. We when we're getting we meet up with our brother, but he's not our brother. It's actually the Witch of Ruin. He gives us 2 cards. We choose the one with Creus on it because we're doing that route right now. We then are getting promoted with Creus, but we think that he's going to the Royal Guard. He's not. He's getting Grand Commander. We confess like really good. And then like, haha, you're cute. Fuck you. Anyway. And then afterwards, like we're talking, and then like, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, the previous Grand Commander left under strange circumstances or something, like had to go take over the family business. You're gonna get his Garuda now, and the sky goes black, and then it's like some religious guys like, oh, it's gonna be there's people are gonna be marked, and then one of those people is gonna be evil. It's gonna be the Membrum, and so we're gonna be on high alert. One person's gonna die, but one person didn't die right now, and so then we're talking about that.
Okay. And for further clarification,
You always need further clarification.
of course I do. This is
Am I not
important.
good enough?
You did very well. You just left out like a few key points regarding the Membrum. So the Membrum is picked by the Witch of the Ruin, and they basically give the Membrum super strength, super speed, and remove their inhibitions, allowing them to essentially kill whoever they want and get away with it. Then the witch selects several people to be marked, and one of which will be the Membrum. It is then time to hold a witch trial where the jury has to listen to all of the defendants and then make a decision on who they think the Membrum is. Okay, and continuing on.
Witches will be prosecuted even if they haven't committed any crimes, as long as they have an informant's testimony.
I know that much, but that's not what I'm asking.
Oh, you want to know why witches get cut so often? Yeah? That's because so many people snitch. The real problem, though, is whether or not they're all telling the truth.
What do you mean?
Look, he means that some people may falsify their testimony out of malice. And, I mean, why would they? You can frame a person by testimony alone. If you hate someone so much that you want to kill them, it wouldn't be that odd for you to take this route.
Mm-hmm.
The Inquisitors aren't idiots either, so it's not like they take all these testimonies at face value. Oh, that doesn't stop all those dark rumors from going around. You often hear about rich people bribing Inquisitors to lead the witch trials to their favored conclusion.
Let's stop this talk of witches. It'll only make us more depressed. More importantly, how things have been with your Garuda, Evan? Has she warmed up to you yet?
Oh yeah, you've been staying at the aviary for the past 2 days, huh? Is this Garuda really so cautious that you have to go this far?
It's fine. Things are going well, I think.
Wow, that's incredible. Based on what our superiors were saying, their Garudas constantly had their guard up.
Yeah, she spread her wings out to intimidate me, and I admit I was scared. She still won't take food from me either. I just accidentally missed one.
Seriously? You did? You missed one? How could you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That reminds me of something I once heard. Grand Commander Kyle had 2 Garudas, a purple one named Celiano and...
Cilantro.
Cilantro? Named Cilantro, and a sky blue one named Huma. Apparently Huma's been painfully shy since birth. Huma was with the Grand Commander from day 1, but even then she didn't really warm up to him.
And she's been put in charge of such a moody Garuda? Man, that's tough for a rookie.
But Grand Commander Creus is with her. You probably don't need to worry about it too much.
The Grand Commander told me that if I didn't earn Huma's trust in a week, I'd be kicked out of the wings.
What? That's way too tough a stance. After hearing all this, I can't exactly agree that things are going well.
I'll be fine. Truly, I'll be fine. While nothing about this situation inspires relief, to be sure. Fuck. I read that wrong. Nothing about this situation inspires relief, to be sure. But I'm still convinced I can forge a relationship of trust with Huma. A groundless confidence wells up from deep within me. I've brought fresh venison today, Huma. I have the tasty part here, just for you. Today marks the 3rd day of taking care of Huma, and it's going about as awfully as I expected. She
Yay.
drinks only water, refusing to take any food from my hand. I have to be more proactive about this. Her body isn't able to hold out if she continues to refuse food like this. When Huma moves, the aviary is filled with the characteristic aroma of the Garuda. It's something far different from the smell of game in the woods. If I were to compare it to something, it smells like burning lead. It's not a bad smell necessarily, but it does stick strongly to the back of my nose. I watch as Huma frequently rubs her feathers around her stomach. It looks as though she has an itch of some sort. If I get closer to her and scratch it, she'll definitely put her claws through me. I'd do anything for her, so why? What can I do to earn her trust? If she were human, I could understand her thoughts and feelings through words. But what am I to do with someone I can't speak with? Would someone that grew up with pets have an easier time with this? The only animal I've ever worked with was a horse, but because my fellow knights had already done the requisite training, I didn't suffer much. Horses can't fully understand a human's words, but we can understand each other to a degree. Let's try a similar approach here. I'm sorry, Huma. I haven't really introduced myself yet. I'm Evan Linzel. I've only just become a proper knight of the wings of Garuda. There's still much I need to learn, but I intend to devote myself to this duty. I'm excited to have you as my partner, Huma. Her onyx eyes look straight at me. I don't see the piercing caution of yesterday. Instead, she looks at me searchingly, as if trying to ascertain my worth. Something coils around my heart painfully. I feel as though I've returned to my distant home. Garudas are national treasures. They can never be removed from their homes. Yet why do I feel as though I've previously stood before this gaze? I had thought these feelings were inspired by her name being somewhat similar to Maya's, but I don't think that's all it is. I chose to stay overnight at the aviary because I wanted Huma to open up to me, but a desire to remain at the end of such a beautiful bird was also clearly present. Allow me to talk more about myself. It may be a long and boring story, but I hope you'll listen. I was born the daughter of a marquess by the name of Linzel, and so on, 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 and so on.
And so on.
And so
Huh?
on.
Already, and I think this is where we left off.
It is,
last
yeah.
time.
So this is all new content.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Took about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
I think it was a little longer last time because
Yeah.
the recap was longer.
Yeah, we did a longer recap.
Yeah. Anyway. Huh? What are you doing here, Grand Commander? This is Huma's aviary, right? I'm not doing much of anything. What about you? If you got business with her, I'll hold off on it. She's making some good progress. Oh, Commander, you look awfully happy. Do I? Huh, I guess I am. More importantly, you're looking pretty spry for it being in the afternoon, Landon. Guess I haven't given you enough training. Oh, give me a break.
The answer is no. Grand Commander Krius, can we talk?
Of course, come on in. Ooh,
Thank you, sir. I've come with my reports for the day.
thanks. Just put them over there.
He doesn't look up at me once as he speaks. His focus remains at the pile of papers on his desk. He lets out a pained sigh. When I really study his face, I notice how pale he is. All this despite how fine he was this afternoon. Sir, your health doesn't look to be in the best condition. Would it not be better for you to take the rest of the evening?
Unfortunately, I can't. I'm about to head out to a ball hosted by one of our noble families.
But you're a knight. Must you really attend something like that? He smiles. It shows hints not of agreement, but pity, as if he's looking at an ignorant child.
Yeah. I need to get ready. Ugh.
Grand Commander Krius staggers, and I immediately hold my arms out to steady him. I waver a bit on my feet as well, the full weight of a man taller than me. Not exactly easy to support. Oh.
Sorry.
Ah, fuck me. I knew it. You should rest, sir. Please put your health first.
You're usually the one worrying me. To think I get my own advice in reverse.
I've gotten plenty of confidence in my scolding techniques after everything Maya's told me.
How odd. Finally, I suddenly feel so much better. My chest has felt so heavy lately, too.
That sounds like you might be sick. Have you been to see a doctor?
No, this isn't illness. This is... Maybe it's because you're here with me. I feel so much better. I think I know why. I'm starting to begin a crush on you.
His expression grows serious. With his smile gone, the handsome cut of his face becomes more prominent. I'm reminded of what Mitchell said about him being so popular.
Popular.
You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. Whoo!
I wonder if it's because you smell like a Garuda.
Huh?
You've been staying in the aviary, right? I've never seen anyone else go to such lengths.
You must be really fond of Garudas if their smell is all it takes to make you feel better.
Yep. I guess so. To me, Garudas are life itself. I dreamed of joining the wings since I was just a kid. I really do feel better now. Enough that I want you to take you along with me to the ball as my medicine.
Garuda Sentinel? I doubt the nobles would be terribly pleased by that. And on top of that, I don't think they'd be pleased with us going to the ball with the most eligible bachelor.
I do like the scent, though.
Me too.
How are things with Huma? Is she eating now?
No, she hasn't taken a single bite yet.
I see. You don't need to rush it, just keep doing what you've been.
Do you have any advice for me? I feel as though she isn't as cautious around me anymore, but for some reason she still won't accept any food from me.
Well, checking on the other Garudas might be a good start. You may be able to understand something by comparing them.
I see. I'll give that a try. Why did you leave Huma in my care, sir? Were you not at all worried about leaving such a difficult Garuda in a new recruit's care?
You don't need to worry about any of that. I'll take responsibility if anything happens to her. Look, Garudas can feel what's happening in our hearts, Evan. Especially those negative feelings of agitation, panic, and fear. All you need to do is remain true to yourself and your interactions with her.
I can smell fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, they can smell my intentions then.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, right. I guess I'm the one that said you'd be dismissed if you couldn't get her to take food from you. Huh. But now, I don't want to lose you. Look, I rescind that order. Take care of your time caring for her.
Take care of your time.
Caring for her. I'm not going to repeat it.
I'm sure he's genuine in his hopes that I remain calm in my interactions with Huma, but he's rescinding it because he doesn't want me gone? That's not like him at all. He's normally not the type to really care whether I'm... He's normally not the type to really care whether or not I remain, right?
No, that's you. That's what you sounded. Backshot. Anyway, I've got to go. Don't go pushing yourself too hard either.
Grand Commander. Alright. You get a choice. Which
Are
do
we
you
doing
think
the
is the
bad one,
correct
or-
choice? No, we'll be doing the right one, but I'll tell you if you guess wrong.
Okay, well, I'm thinking because, you know, he's Garuda boy,
Mm-hmm.
and he just told you to be true to yourself with the Garuda, that you should be true to yourself with him. So hit him with your doubts.
You are wrong.
Really?
Yes. Because remember,
Aw.
he said be true to your emotions with Garuda, but that you shouldn't show fear or panic or agitation, negative emotions.
Oh, the negative feelings. Oh, yeah, I forgot that part.
I can tell. He's acting out of sorts right now. It would be easy to confront him about this, but there's a clear path to lightening the burden on his shoulders.
Damn it, I wanted to hit him. With our doubts.
Hit him with them doubts. Please don't worry about me. I'll make things with Huma work out. I still don't know the root cause of things, but I'm sure it will be fine. You have nothing to worry about.
What the fuck was that? What?
It's like when you get a question right, that matters.
Look, if you can save Huma, then I swear I will do everything and anything in my power for you. Hold on. I'm starting something new.
Okay.
You don't need to know what it is yet.
Okay. I'm a bit nervous.
It's fine. I'll reveal it later.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, go.
My lady, I've brought a change of clothes. Thanks, Maya. This is a huge help. Are you wanting for anything else? Do you have plenty of food and bathing amenities? Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Maya? Oh, you didn't need to come to somewhere so dirty. Oh, would you like some tea? Hey, Evan, get some of that fancy tea the Grand Commander hides away in his office.
I'm not about to steal his tea. He'll give us some if we ask.
Ah, whatever, just do it. I've got a seat over here just for you.
Simp!
I don't know. I don't like it when other people do it. Landon, can you really not see the veins popping on her forehead? Huh?
This order is lacking in even the most common decency, I see. How dare they speak to my lady so harshly? Shall I
Rashly.
take that poor excuse for a commander's place and retrain you from scratch?
Ah, Maya's icy stare. Oh, how electrifying.
Evan, you mentioned you wanted to see the other Garudas, right? But do the aviaries want to come with?
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Wait, you're just gonna leave us here?
We'll start by learning how to bow. Stand up nice and straight, then make every single muscle remember the angle of this bow.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Wow, that came out so naturally for me.
I know, right? The yellow Garuda spreads his wings to greet the knight. The knight returns his gesture with a smile. He's awfully attached to you.
Look, I've been with him for a whole 2 years already. Look, just so you know though, it was tough going at first. Males have a nasty temper.
There are differences between male and female Garudas?
Females are usually more docile. Only 3 of the 18 we have are females though, so it's not like we have the best sample size.
Interesting.
Age plays a part too. The more used to people they are, the easier it is to hand them off to other knights. Younger Garudas don't have as much experience with us, so they can be harder to deal with. Yuma's the youngest of the lot. If we'd been able to transfer her over to us when the former Grand Commander was still here, you might not have had such a hard time of it.
I feel the same way. I'm sure he has his reasons, but I wish he'd remained at least a bit longer, even if only for Huma's sake. Which reminds me, what happened to Celiano?
Celiano. Cilantro. Sorry.
Cilantro.
Passed away.
What?
It happened just before he left. I happened to see the huge fight he and Grand Commander Koreas got into.
A fight? Why?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is that the former Grand Commander Kyle was incensed and he was berating Grand Commander Krias. Alright. I'm going to feed him. If you want to watch, stand back a bit.
Got it. I wonder what they were arguing about. Did it have anything to do with cilantro? Would this concern Huma somehow? The yellow Garuda grabs the venison with his beak, his throat warbling happily before swallowing it. He doesn't look to be savoring the taste, but he clamors for more. Venison must be a favorite of his. If only Huma would accept food from me like this.
If only.
If only. She's far less wary of me now, so why won't she accept food from me? I asked a veterinarian to look at her, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her physically. What is different between Huma and this Garuda? Is this aviary ventilated?
Huh? Nah. There was nothing special set up for that. What? Does it smell? I get it. Gurus have a pretty unique scent to them.
It's the opposite, actually. It's pristine compared to Huma's aviary.
Huh.
Wonder if it's an individual difference.
An individual difference. I suppose you could think about it that way. Can I check his nest?
Sure.
When did you last change the straw here?
Yesterday.
Is that it? My thoughts finally claw their way out of the fog by following a single thread of light. Run, 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 run.
Are we running right now?
Yeah. Huma! When I run into the aviary out of breath, she looks at me as she always does,
I'd be
with
out of breath
eyes
in
as
front of
overwhelmingly
Yuma as well.
quiet as a still lake. Shut the fuck up. I take a few deep breaths to calm myself.
I take deep breaths around her as well.
Then I very carefully field my questions towards Huma. Huma, are you pregnant? Oh, shit.
Pregnant? What? Seriously? Well, well. So there's a chance he was with child, huh? That's impossible. It's not breeding season, and she's not been paired with a male. Look, exactly. Huma's only just matured, so we've been careful to keep her away from the males. Why do you think she's pregnant, Evan?
Because her scent is much stronger than that of the other Garudas. When the horse I took care of was pregnant, the smell was rather intense. Pregnancy leads to an increased body temperature, so it was likely from the sweat. There are individual differences, of course, but Huma reminded me of that time. The straw of her nest was unnaturally moist, so I suspect her temperature has risen.
She doesn't have a cold or anything, does she?
I have other reasons to think she's pregnant. She pays undue attention to her stomach, especially at night. It's as if something is preventing her from sleeping.
You're even here. You're with her even at night. That will only stress her out. I was worried about that too, but Huma's already opened herself up to her that much. She's been able to sleep even with her here, or there, whatever. Then why won't she eat?
That's another thing. I hear that tastes in food can change even for humans during pregnancy. You don't think this pregnancy has altered her appetite, do you?
I'm compared to humans, and besides, I saw nothing out of the ordinary when I took her yesterday.
You took not even 10 minutes yesterday. Pay more mind to her lower body this time. The vet looks at me with frustration, and I can't blame him. I'm a new knight with no veterinary experience telling a professional he messed up. Of course he's frustrated. I probably could have worded that better. That was fairly rude of me. As I'm wondering how to make this better, Grand Commander Kriya slides in with a smile.
Well, why not take a look since you're here? Kind of waste to just leave without doing anything after all. Well, if you insist, I may as well.
Woo. And after a careful examination, we discover that Huma is pregnant.
Oh,
She's a mother!
actually-
The first Garuda pregnancy in 26 years brings pure joy back to a country weighed down by the threat of a witch.
You know what this means, Ev?
What?
You know what this means?
What?
Huma's gonna be a MILF.
God fucking damn it. Garudas are usually kept out of the public eye and therefore belong to a very different world for most. Despite that, questions over when the chick will be born and who the father is have swept through the kingdom.
You're impressive, Evan. Not only did you succeed in getting human to eat, but you even discovered she was pregnant.
Thank you. I'm honestly relieved. I'm glad Huma is eating properly now.
Oh, Huma has accepted you into the fold now. With this, you can approach any of our Garudas now.
Really?
Oddly enough, as long as you get just one to accept you, the rest will follow suit. I don't know what exactly makes that happen, but you should give it a try next chance you get. Though, it's not much. The Order will be giving you a cash bonus for this. That being said, I want to reward you personally. Anything you want.
In that case,
No.
I'd like you to finally answer my question. Why did you leave Huma in my care? I mean, we could have asked for something a bit spicier, but whatever.
That's all you want? It's simple. Each and every night has tried and failed to bond with Huma. Since you're our newest member, you're also last up to give that a try. It was just your turn.
I see. I thought there may have been some special reason.
You're not special.
Truly.
I didn't want to stress you out, so I kept that all a secret. Also, I made sure to everyone else remain silent on the matter.
I heard that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Truly.
Who would have thought Garuda's eating habits during pregnancy were similar to humans? Not even the Divine Avian Compendium had any information about that. You've made an incredible discovery.
This is all thanks to the advice you gave me, sir. I wouldn't have noticed anything had I not looked at other Garudas.
But I never would have picked up anything based on smell alone. Look, I'm not surprised the vet didn't notice either. Garuda pregnancies are a once every 2 decades affair. Only so many people have experienced one before.
Do we have any records of those that have previously witnessed an egg laying?
The compendium has records, but the book's not been updated since it was first written 300 years ago. Makes sense we're lacking in info. Garudas are the goddess's birds and have regulations befitting their status as such. We have to be careful keeping records on them, and we can't wound their bodies even after death, not even for research. We don't even know how many organs they have as a result. Our knowledge of them is significantly lacking. I can count on one hand how many surefire ways we have to treat them if something happens. As those in service of the science of the goddess, we must protect these regulations with our lives. But how do you feel about this?
So what do you think the answer is?
Knight's duty to follow regulations?
Incorrect.
God damn it. Oh, man.
Remember, above all, Krios cares about the Garudas.
For the law.
By updating the records, we can better take care of them.
Aw.
Those regulations are ridiculous. Why are only Garudas subjected to these restrictions? I understand the desire to take care of them, but this is the wrong way to go about it.
Don't go saying that in public. They'll get far more than a slap on the wrist for that.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's fine. Look, I figured you'd say that before I even asked. I'm glad you gave me an even better answer than I hoped. Look, remember how I told you that Knight in the Wings of Garuda needs 3 things?
Yes. The first was a blade to protect the Garudas. The second was your Garuda's trust. You've yet to tell me the third. Grandmaster Krios slowly nods.
The third is knowledge. concerning Garudas. Only once you have these three, your blade, your trust, and knowledge, can you truly call yourself a knight of the wings of Garuda. This is all my personal opinion, of course. I don't intend to force my own values on you, but I'd prefer if you could keep this between us.
Yes, sir. I could never discuss this with anyone else. Society have turned these living, breathing birds into something divine. If these three things really were needed to be a knight in the wings of the Garuda, then there's no true wings in the world. Welcome home, my lady. Hello, Maya. I'm back. I've just finished preparing our dinner. Will you eat now? Yeah, sounds good. I was wondering what kind of reaction Maya would give me after being gone for 2 weeks, but she seemed surprisingly normal. I was so sure she'd either be livid I was gone or happy I was back. Uh-huh. What's this? Roast chicken. It's pretty big. What about this green thing? Beef, wrapped in plum leaves and grilled. The leaves make the meat tender and soak up the flavors. These sandwiches are also incredibly colorful. There are 3 types. I have fried bacon and egg, ground white fish and lettuce, and a tomato and cucumber sandwich with specially made dressing. I also have browned potatoes with butter, an avocado and tomato salad, spiced soup with chicken wings, and a ground beef and pork cheese risotto. There's also ice cream, cake, and pie for dessert. Choose whichever strikes your fancy. I just slipped into a British accent. Maya's far happier with my return than I ever could have imagined. My gratitude for her wells up inside me. After losing my family, it was Maya who taught me the warmth of being loved by another. Without her in my life, my desire for revenge would have turned me into a much colder person. Never would I have earned friends in the wings or been accepted by Huma. Because she's always been here for my return, I can safely go a little overboard sometimes. Though I'm sure if I told her that, she'd scowl at me. I've just received my first salary as a proper knight. I'd like to use it to get Maya a gift of some kind. I take my first day off in some time. To be more precise, I chose to train and work even though through what was otherwise days off. Fuck me. To be more precise, I chose to train and work even through what were otherwise days off. So this marks the first time in a very long time I've personally chosen to rest. I may be resting, but I'm not relaxing. No disaster ultimately followed the dark sky, but I'm sure the witch will appear again sometime soon. Flames of hatred still burn bright inside me. That's why I want to do what I can and do it now. These peaceful days with Maya probably won't continue for long. I may have to leave her behind someday, so I don't want to have any regrets when the time comes. What will best convey my gratitude? Let's start by going to a shop that deals with women's accessories. Before I know it, 2 hours have passed.
Actually, the timer says that we've only been live for 58 minutes and
I know,
52
right?
seconds. It's not 2 hours. You're lying.
Why can't I find anything? Flowers, candies, clothes, accessories. I take a look at everything, but I have no idea what makes a good quality item. What makes for a good quality item, nor how to choose the best gift. What's so great about that frilly dress? And are more expensive accessories automatically better? And don't get me started on the makeup. Why is there so much of it? I know what makes a good sword or bow, but this?
This is impossible. Your night. No slumping over in despair in the middle of the road. Come on.
I quickly straighten myself back up and salute.
I don't often see you outside the order. You're off today, right?
Yes, I'm currently looking for a gift for Maya. I want to give her something to thank her for everything she's done.
It's not every day you see a master picking out a present for her servant, but you and Maya don't have an ordinary master-servant relationship. Oh, I see what's going on here. You have no idea what to get her, right?
Ouch. I haven't been able to pay her much until now.
I imagine so. Like, that's pay doesn't cover much more than the necessities.
The reason Maya has remained with me is because she feels she owes a great deal to my mother, who formerly employed her. I shouldn't be taking advantage of those feelings, and yet...
Well, she is a debt of gratitude to your mother, then. Still, it looks far more than that from the outside looking in.
What kind of gift would make a woman happy?
I think you understand that better than I ever would.
I definitely don't. You're popular with women, right? I'm sure you understand a woman's heart far better than I do. His expression falters. It's odd to see his usual calm smile disappear. He looks around for some time, his gaze never lingering for too long on any one thing, before awkwardly asking me his next question.
Where'd you hear that from?
Everyone in the wings talks about it. Maya is older and far more feminine than I am. What kind of gift would she be happy with?
I treat women younger than me as if they were reliable older sisters. I treat women older than me, meanwhile, as if they were adorable younger sisters. I feel the same way when I choose gifts, but I'm not sure if this rule applies to gifts between women as well.
Really?
Look, remove her conceptions, your conceptions of her being a woman or what her age may be. What is Maya happiest doing?
She's happiest looking after me. I mean that. She loves when I enjoy her cooking, and she'll hum to herself even while cleaning.
Look, see, I knew you already had it figured out. Her debt to your mother is not the only thing keeping her at your side.
I actually have an idea in mind, but it feels so pushy of me.
Don't worry about that.
His smile then is as bright and strong as the very rays of the sun.
Look, you truly care for others, so much so that you often forget about yourself in the process. Because this gift is coming from you, I'm sure she'll be pleased.
Thank you, sir.
Look, I'd like to get along with you since I'm curious about what... Oh, wait, I'd like to go along. I'd like to go along with you since I'm curious what you've chosen, but I've got a prior arrangement. Look, let me know when next time we see each other.
I will, thank you.
Backshot.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. Once I'd made up my mind, all that remained was to buy one of the best quality. This time, I'm able to move with decisive action.
I hope that the other love interests have back shots as well.
I think they all do.
Fucking awesome.
I finally choose my gift after much deliberation. I have to send away for it, however, which means the gift giving will have to happen in a few days' time. I hope she likes it. A man suddenly bumps into me. He must be in a hurry since he runs off without even looking at me, but even from behind I recognize him. The name that comes to mind belongs to someone who left the kingdom. Someone that I was sure I'd never see again. I think I can still catch up to him.
Hmm?
We're about to see. When I finally catch up with the man, we're both in the noble quarter, as it's close to the Linzel home. I don't come here unless I absolutely have to. I cautiously call out to the man. Would you happen to meet Grand Commander Kyle?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Anything in mind for his
I'd
voice?
say like
Yeah.
old wise, like Gandalf, Dumbledore vibes.
Is that Evan?
Though he's more accurately the former Grand Commander, I hesitate to call him that to his face. As a result, I call his title as I used to. I knew it was you. It's wonderful to see you again. For some reason, he looks at me with unease. His gaze searches me as if trying to figure out if I'm a friend or foe.
Why are you here?
I followed you after I saw you in the city. I was despondent when you left, and I was unable to express my gratitude. So I had hoped to do so now.
Truly? And that's why you've come this far?
Yes. What's going on? He seems more concerned with where we are rather than our chance reunion. There may be circumstances I'm not aware of. I'm not sure if I should get involved, nor do I want to simply leave him alone. As a compromise, I start up a harmless conversation. We were all so shocked to find out that you suddenly left the Order. We'd love it if you could stop by base when you have the
What in the hell are you even suggesting? I was forced out of the Order with underhanded methods.
Ooh. What?
Why? Why didn't I ever think to trust that man? He came to me under the guise of a loyal subordinate, all while aiming for the perfect opportunity to see me ousted.
Wait. I'm not sure I understand. What are you talking about? Grand Commander Kreis told me you'd returned home to take up the family business.
And that's a bald-faced lie. Damn it, he's pulling the wool over everyone's eyes.
Huh?
The hell do you mean, Grand Commander Kreis? It's all that bastard's fault. He chased me out to claim the title for himself.
Grand Commander Kyle allowed me to enter the Order. He knew that he'd be making an enemy of a Marquess in the worst case scenario, and still accepted me into the fold. I owe him a great deal. Please, calm yourself, sir. There must be some mistake here. Let us both cool our heads and talk this out. I'm sure once the truth comes to light, all will return to
There's no point in talking this out. I must obtain the same weapon he already owns. Evan, I had wondered otherwise, but I see it truly was a coincidence. We ran into each other.
Huh?
I've come here to obtain proof of his wrongdoing. That man has received money and other items of worth from multiple married women. He may as well be a prostitute. Nay, he is far worse. Once he starts up a relationship with a woman, he demands money from her and uses her marital status as blackmail. See? He's a crafty bastard. Castle Rock was adamant I accept you into the wings. Looking back, I imagine he wanted an in with the Linzel family.
Grand Commander Kreis would never do such a thing. It's certainly easy to make that claim, but I'm unsure if those words would reach Grand Commander Kyle's ears. I owe a debt of gratitude to both of these men. Just as I believe in Grand Commander Kreis, I highly doubt Grand Commander Kyle would be lying to me. There must be a mistake somewhere. He must be blind to something critically important in his anger. I take it you haven't heard about what happened to Huma, sir. Are you not cautious as to what became of her?
Curious?
Curious.
Of course I'm curious, and after hearing she's pregnant, I'm genuinely happy, but how are these two matters connected?
Those of the wings of Garuda must always prioritize the Garuda above all else, correct? When you left, Huma stopped eating. Her pregnancy may have been one reason for this, but I imagine she's grew terribly lonely without you, sir. I'll do anything I can to help you. All I ask in return is that, for today, you find it in you to quell the fires raging within your heart. Grand Commander Kyle says nothing more and simply leaves. The wings spend their day rigorously training and hunting food for the Garudas, but the rigor of it all strengthens our bonds. They're an accepting group and welcome anyone so long as they work hard. But I'm sure it's not all pristine under the surface. When Grand Commander Creus all but said there were no true wings in the world, I felt that terribly strongly. I scold my reluctance to accept both the good and evil of this world, and that's when I see them. Her golden locks put even the finest of silk threads to shame. Her crimson lips bloom like a rose on her pale skin. Her voluptuous body appears as if sculpted from a single slate of marble. Even knowing how deeply cruel and merciless she truly is, doesn't stop my thoughts from being overcome by how beautiful she is. And today marks the first time I see a man next to her that remains just as handsome, even in the light of her unparalleled beauty. Why is the Grand Commander with this woman?
Oh,
My stepmother and Grand Commander Creus slip into a car, which then promptly drives off in the opposite direction of the Linzel Manor. Okay, do you have any theories?
I'm gonna be honest. I was too focused on Commander Creus's backshot. Okay, let's see. Actually, mm, hmm. Still don't have enough information.
Not enough information? Okay.
I wouldn't say so because I mean we just met Commander Kyle. I mean it's said that
That's
we
true.
trust him, but
Yeah.
like we don't really know that much about him. So it's just this new wild card thing that like
Yeah.
oh it's all these things. As for why, so we know Commander Kree more. Um, as for why he's with the stepmom,
I guess we'll
uh,
see.
I think it's I think the writers wanted to do that to make us surprised, and that's it. No,
Makes sense. Okay.
that man has received money and other items of worth from multiple married women. He may as well be a prostitute. Nay, he is far worse. Castle Rock was Adam and I accept you into the wings. Looking back, I imagine he wanted it in with the Linzel family.
I know full well it's impossible to live only in the purest of waters, but it's so hard for me to swallow this murky truth.
Well, okay, let's see. If I had to think about it, Commander Krius, he only cares about the Garuda, right? But
Yes.
then there were some things that the Royal Guards were saying that um, the Wings of Garuda isn't as popular. They might not have like as much funding, blah blah blah. So
Okay.
Commander Krius might find it necessary within himself to do this, like go with the
To
married
get
women
funding.
and and get funding through those means in order to protect the Garuda from being shut down.
Okay, okay. I see your theory. I see your theory.
Yeah.
Oh no. The sky! The prelude to disaster appears once again. Should we prepare for the worst this time? Is this dark sky truly the work of a witch? My lady? I've prepared dinner. Once you feel you can eat, don't hesitate to call on me. I'm more exhausted now than I ever am after even the most strenuous training. There's no proof that what Grand Commander Kyle said is true, but there's no denying Grand Commander Kreese and my stepmother are acquainted. The superior I trust and respect from the bottom of my heart, and the stepmother I hate and fear, were together. No matter the reasoning, nothing can soften this terrific blow. I should sleep and deal with all of this tomorrow. I will come to deeply regret this situation. I'm so focused on myself that I forget all about the witch.
Oh.
Maya? Are you feeling alright? Should I call a doctor? Maya, I'm opening the door.
Uh-oh.
Maya!
Uh-oh.
Maya! Ah!
Uh-oh. That's a lot of blood.
It's a lot.
And I don't think it's that time of month.
blood. That it is
You know,
not.
in retrospect, I should have seen it coming because, like, we chose to try and get her a gift. And then,
Flightless
like, it would be like,
Wings Part 2.
ah!
Alright,
And now it's more tragic.
yeah. I am feeling extremely tired, so I think we're going to end the session here.
That's fine. Yeah.
This feels like a good stopping point, too, since it's
It
the end
is,
of the
yeah.
chapter. Alright, let's do wrap up and discussion. What did you think of this chapter?
We were so close to getting, like, finished last time. Anyway, if only there weren't technical difficulties, but,
I know.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting to see, like, more of Kreese's mindset, like, everything for the Garudas. And
Yeah.
it seems like now, like, according to Commander Kyle, that he's pretty ruthless, or has the potential to be pretty ruthless with that desire.
Yeah.
To serve the Garudas in any way he can.
Yes.
And of course, there's Maya dying, most likely, which, uh-oh. But,
Yeah.
let's see what happens with that.
We
But yeah,
will.
I'd say that's the main thing. It was definitely focused on Kreese.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Which makes a lot of sense. This is his route.
yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
so I don't know. That's my thoughts.
Okay. Who do you think are gonna be marked?
It's gonna be marked.
Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling that all our friends will be.
Okay, okay. And who do you think
Especially
the
because
member
I don't know.
is?
There's.
Oh,
Huh?
continue.
Well, I mean, especially because like I don't know, like Landon, for example, he's shown interest in Maya.
That's true.
So I
That's
think because of that, there would be connection between them and the
Okay.
victim. So I think that they will be marked.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm just trying to think of characters that have like
Any connection to Maya?
no, that have like drawings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and who do you think the Membrum is?
The Membrum?
Yeah, just like throw out a wild guess.
A wild guess?
Or if you have any
Huma.
like true
Huma.
theories.
I think Huma is the
You think
Membrum.
it's Huma? You think
Yeah,
Huma
that's my
is the
wild
member?
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it had to be a human.
Aww. We haven't been given any information yet. We don't even know who's colored.
I know, just throw out a random.
Fine,
That's why I
think it's
asked.
Maya.
You think it's Maya?
Yeah, I think Maya's the Membrum.
Okay. Who do you think the victim is?
I think it's Maya.
You think Maya killed herself?
Yeah.
That's certainly an interesting take. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you said a wild card, so I'm giving you wild.
By wild card, I just meant like a wild guess. Not
Yeah,
a crazy,
it
inaccurate guess.
No. This is what I think.
Okay.
I'm just doing the assignment.
Okay, fair. I'll ask you at the end of next stream as well. I'm gonna continue to ask you questions as we play through this game. Anyway, thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this stream, and we will be back for chapter 2 of Krios' route in the future.
Oh, bye.
Bye!